And it's like, people are always like, well, just don't spend $4 million on a video. And I'm like, why would I not do that?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, because it's stressful. And like, maybe if you spent 2.5, you'd be fine. I'm like, yeah, but then I don't get to do what I want to do. And
it's also a big difference from last time. You showed us your books last time.
Yeah, we were probably spending $1 million a video back then.
I think it was like 500.
Yeah, it was like 500.
Yeah.
I think you showed us one and you were like, that's 800.
Yeah.
This time you didn't take us to the accounting
I
office.
lose more than that on average per video I upload. So my total spend last time. But it is what it is. So yeah, I just got to figure out a way. Like the answer to me isn't make worse videos or like stifle my creativity. I want to do whatever the hell I have to do to make the best video possible. You can master this one craft, and by mastering that one craft, you can grow across all platforms, which it's just like, even for me, like I would say I'm one of the best in the world at YouTube, but I'm not one of the best in the world at Instagram. I'm just not, you know? But if you master short form really high level enough, you can be one of the best at both, because being the best at short form means you can have popping reels and popping shorts on YouTube. So to me, it's pretty fascinating, because if you play your cards right, you can grow on every single platform, which is wild.
That's an encouragement to everyone watching to clip this.
Spread these clips.
Spread these clips.
Do it. Do you care if they re-upload it on TikTok?
No,
guys. Easy way to make money. I get the clip in. They gave you permission. I want to see TikToks. I want to see shorts. I want to see reels every single moment. Sometimes it's even like hard to look up and breathe and be like, how do I learn storytelling? What is this Dan Harmon thing? And this three act structure. What does that mean? 3 acts. Like, because I have tried storytelling before and created 10 out of 10 videos that just bombed. And it's like, interesting. Okay, what did I do wrong there? And so it's just like something we've been slowly working on. And now we've really finally started. It's clicked. Like, I understand, because it's not like I can't just go grab someone from traditional and go teach me storytelling, because they'll just be like, do this 3 act structure. And I'm like, okay. And I read books and I study and I'm like, that just doesn't work. And they're like, nope, it does work. And I'm like, no, it just doesn't. You just don't get YouTube. Like, you can't just break a video into 3 acts.
And I would argue that does work in a 3 act structure, right?
Like almost any structure you could be like, oh, it applies to that, because it's like basically sub 1 minute stories are just like bare bone storytelling.
Yeah, it's not just your videos. It's like
so many,
millions of clips.
1 to 100. There's someone clipped took a 2-minute segment of the video and put it on TikTok, and it had 40 million views on TikTok. And these guys are just like, so many of the comments are like, where do I find this? What is this? And people are just like, it's MrBeast, and then they'll respond like 2 hours later and they're like, wow, I just watched 10 of his videos. Where has this been?
Dude,
and I see stuff like that all the time. So short form's like great. That's where when I hear creators are like striking other people that do re-upload their videos or whatever, I'm like, you're crazy. This is a funnel to your content.
That's like undervaluing, brand. It's undervaluing. Like if I was like, hey, I'll give you some free billboards, you know, and put them everywhere.
Exactly.
And you're like, no, take them down.
Exactly. So I love it. Clip my videos. React to my videos on your Twitch stream, your whatever stream. Clip my videos, put it on TikTok.
So those first 5 seconds, that hook is now even more important than it ever used to be.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, before it was important because you had to convince people to watch. Now you have to convince people to click and watch at the same time.
Whoa.
With the first 5 seconds.
That's driving CTR now too.
Yeah, it is 100%. Wow. I roast the hell out of people who like have boring first 5 seconds. It's brutal.
What role does short form play? Is it audience growth, brand growth?
On YouTube or across everything?
Across the board. Like,
I mean,
you just said like it loses money. Right?
Yeah, well, short form is like an interesting thing, because like never before in history have you been able to make a piece of content that goes viral on Facebook, goes viral on Instagram. I mean, Reddit has where you swipe through. Can go viral on Reddit. Can go viral on Twitter. When you tap on a video, Twitter you can swipe through. Go viral on TikTok and go viral on YouTube. Like, if you make the right kind of short form content, you can literally grow across every platform. Like, Cabby Lane doesn't make Instagram specific content. And what does he have?
Like if we're not at our office or like reviewing edits or something, everything always ends with us, right?
Exactly.
That's the hard thing about
it's brutal. It's 100% brutal. And so that's where you have to be a specific type of person. Like that is why a lot of people get burnt out, and it just is what it is. It's the nature of the business. I don't think it's a fault of anyone. It's just like some people have the personalities. Like, I want the pressure. You know, I'm complaining a lot on this podcast. I want it. I love it. I love having the pressure on my back. Put it on my back. Put more on there. It excites me. Like, it doesn't scare me. I'm like, I want more. Because, you know, in the past, every big creator always seemed to get burnt out at some point. It seems like this inevitable thing. Eventually, you get burnt out. I've heard this a million times. Like, when I was 19, they'd be like, you're not going to be able to do this forever. Eventually, you know, 5, 10 years from now, you'll be too old and blah, 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 and you'll get burnt out. But here we are. I'm 25, and I love it more than I did when I was 19. So,
I mean, we were with you last night until about, who knows, 11:30 on a main channel shoot.
Yeah.
Then we came here. and
I mean, that's just normal.
Step straight into an edit. Yeah. But it like, I also felt the energy of it. I was just like in it. It was exciting.
Yeah,
like it was really fun because all of it, I don't know, like even the main channel shoot we were on, actually watching it was fun, unedited.
Yeah.
Which was so cool to see that like if the idea is good enough to watch live and enjoy as just a real-time live experience, it's going to be extra fun to watch as an edited experience.
You got to always be learning from everyone.
To me, it's really cool that you're like so committed to that. At least origin story, like so much of it has to do with like finding a group of creators.
Yeah. No, it's different. It's more just like, you know, who are the 5 people that are innovating the most, doing the most creative stuff? Who are the 5 people that are pushing the boundaries? And then they tell me, and I just tell them, here's everything I learned. I watched your video, it could be better. And I try to do that as much as possible. I mean, that's where we are now, but that's because like a lot of people, when they have a video pop, they just don't know why. Like they don't. Like I know why my videos do well. It's like, you know how they say it takes 10,000 hours to master something, right? Everyone says that. And everyone's like proud when they're like, I put 10,000 hours into this thing. So like throughout all that just sheer stupid amount of time I've dumped into this, I've just learned what does well. But for other people, they don't. And they upload 20 videos. I'm gonna pour my entire soul and everything I have, from money to my brain power to my physical body, and hire the best people as well to like leverage and expand that. Like I said, I wake up every day, I work out, I focus on festivals, and I make the best videos possible. I literally don't even look at retention charts or percentage. I'm just like, how do I make this video as good as possible? And then I just obsess over that.
Generally, like you can watch it and you just know it when you see it.
It's the best fucking piece of content we possibly can make.
I think it's a mix of, am I entertained? Like, can I not look away? And then second, does this make sense? If we go to a new location, does it make sense? Can people follow it?
Yeah.
Are we going to bring up basketball again?
No, I don't
wish we could have played tonight. That would have been fun.
But I'm just saying, like, you are a competitive guy. And I feel
100%.
like
I'm one of the most competitive people on the planet.
I feel like you crave a competitor right now.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be so much
maybe
fun.
that's what going to a streamer...
It'd be terrifying. Like, the kind of videos I'd be cranking out would... Like, I'm already pushed to the max, but I'm serious. I would just be like, okay, why do I need to sleep 9 hours a night? Can I just start sleeping 6? Right? There's 3 extra. Boom, 90 hours of fucking month.
It's an invitation to compete.
Bro, I don't care.
I think, though, like,
I'm crazy.
The fact that you're including more storytelling in some of your videos, I think, is representative of competition a little bit.
Yeah, I understand, because it's not like I can't just go grab someone from traditional and go teach me storytelling, because they'll just be like, do this 3 act structure, and I'm like, okay, and I read books and I study, and I'm like, that just doesn't work. And they're like, nope, it does work. And I'm like, no, it just doesn't. You just don't get YouTube. Like, you can't just break a video into 3 acts. Like, that's just not. I mean, sure, maybe you could, but it's just not like, that's not optimal, and things are so dynamic and changing. And like, but I was like, but I'll just take what I think would work, and I'll just like throw it in this pot, and I think like, oh, I like this kind of thing, and oh, I learned that from that book, and I'll stir it. Oh, that's a 10 out of 10. Okay, maybe we do that. Okay, that's like a 5 out of 10. We didn't bomb. And then, and then eventually you get like 1 through 100 and stuff like that.
What's your relationship right now with short form content?
I mean, it's a no-brainer. You should be doing it. Yeah. And then one person looks, and then they decide if they swap. Like, that is one of the more complicated things I've done. And so after we filmed it, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. But I like grabbed that, I had them edit that clip, and I just went to like 40 people, from all ages. And I was just like, watch this and tell me if you get it. And all 40 of them were like, yeah, that made sense. I understand it. And like, as long as they were actually paying attention, it made perfect sense, And I was like, oh. And then I was like, okay. And then my nerves calmed down, and I uploaded the video. And instead of people being like, I'm lost, or I don't understand the ending, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the ending was like, oh, that was so cool. It was like
one of the best.
It was so thought provoking. I was so grabbed. And so like, it changed my perspective. Like, I actually think I can have more complicated stuff and people still easily follow along, even though I have the skill I have, which I didn't think so before, which is why you should always innovate and adapt.
Well, I think that's why we have a lot of new creators right now, because in a very short amount of time, you can make a ton of content and you can grow a big audience.
But someone needs to come along. You're right. Like, so many people on TikTok are using it as a launch pad. It's like, oh, I can't make that much money, or blah, blah. Which same thing was back in the day on YouTube.
It was pre-television.
No one 10 years ago, when I was grinding and putting in the hours, would ever have thought you could do the kind of revenue and money I'm doing now. But you have to have a little bit of that faith. It's like, someone needs to just go, no, YouTube will keep, or TikTok will keep growing. I love this platform. I'm just going to go all in, and when the money's here, the money's here. Or I don't even care about money. I just screw it. I just want to be the best. And I just feel like I haven't seen many of those people, that are making mass appealing content with that mindset.
One of the most substantial changes to the business from 2 years ago to now is Feastables.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to tell you how you can charge me more money, but people really struggle with that because they want to prove they're valuable or they think they know better, especially if they come from traditional, which is why I don't hire traditional anymore, because they think everything we do is just stupid. But it's like, our shows aren't scripted. It's not even a show. I don't know why I call it a show. Like, what we film isn't scripted. So it's like, things aren't efficient, but they can't be efficient because to be efficient, you'd have to fake things, and we don't fake things. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, just coachable. And then you just have to see the value. You have to believe YouTube's the future. You have to believe we're going to be on top 5-10 years from now. You know, you have to really see the vision, which not all people do. A lot more now. Earlier on, I'd always have people that'd be like, I'm going to be honest, like, you know, like we're talking like 2-3 years ago when I'm getting 10 million views a video, like they'd be like, you know, I really think this might be the peak of the channel. I'm like, it's just not. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh, what hotel is he staying at? And then people figure out that we're at that hotel. Yeah. And now there's like 200 people outside this hotel running up and down the hallways, like knocking on doors, trying to figure out which room's me and Carl. And we also had like the dream team there as well. So which made it even bigger. And they're like, where are they at? And they're like, I was talking to the manager of the hotel. It's like, why don't just have your security like control things? And he's like, we do. And so I had to hire security to like help lock down this hotel because there's so many people. And then there's like people trying to camp outside the hotel, and we're like, this is not a meet and greet. Like, I'm just here while I wait for my flight to Antarctica. And it's like that, it's like one of those moments where then now people know, well, eventually he has to leave and there's one airport.